Yo, what's up? It's your favorite homegirl, Chrshy to go, back with another reaction video for show.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. I would never make you pick and choose. Nah, pick and choose. Nah, yeah.
I chopped that bitch to deuce when she tried to leave me. And ever since then, the back been looking healthy.
Yo, what's up? Like I said, it's your favorite homegirl, Chrshy to go. We back this time. I know y'all seen the title. We're reacting to Boosie's oldest daughter, technically his firstborn, also Poison Ivy, address some of the recent comments her dad has been making, not only about the LGBTQIA community, but also in regards to her specifically and her sexuality. This has been something that, again, that we know Boosie is known for, again, outside of his family and in regards to his daughter. But this is the first time she's actually been this vocal about it, where she's actually addressing some of his comments and talking about some of the things that he's been saying in the media. But without further ado, we're finna get into the reaction and just see what she got to say. Let's do it. Let's go.
Man, I really don't even know where to start for real, because this ain't even my character. I don't really be getting on here and giving y'all what y'all want. But I feel like my daddy want me to give y'all what y'all want, and he want me to give him what he want as well. Okay, so he always speaking on my sexuality. The whole world know that. And it been about 2 years now that I'll be quiet. I keep quiet on the shit. I wouldn't say nothing. You know, I just go with the flow. I did everything in my power to understand that this is my father, regardless. Like, I'm gonna accept him and love him for who he is. So, I just seen he recently did an interview with Caresha, and he used the word contaminating.
Oh, see, I was gonna say I forgot what recent interview he did, but dang, I haven't even seen that episode. Is it on Caresha? Please leave it to Caresha. Caresha, please. Before I get started, we're gonna get deeper into this, but Caresha need not to have too much controversy on her show if she knows a little bit of what's good for her. Because it's one thing for you to still carry on post this Diddy situation, but it's another thing for, again, we ain't even overly talking about that, but you to come back the way for her to come back the way she did with the whole Saucy Santana interview, and her basically saying sorry, not sorry, but I'm kind of sorry, but y'all should forgive me because woe is me and I need my career back type vibe, to now you're giving people like Boosie further platforms to spew more ignorance. And I just wonder how this question or topic came up in a Caresha Please interview. No disrespect, but again, outside of her wanting more controversy, I wonder what was the setup and reason for her asking this question. But again, I digress. Y'all let me know if y'all seen that interview already.
And putting my siblings in it with that. If you know me, this shit make me so mad.
I'm mad for her, honestly.
If you know me,
this must be stressful.
I love and respect my siblings with everything in me. And they respect me and love me with everything in them. When you getting on their nerves, I'm who they call.
Hey.
My siblings, most of my siblings, teenagers. Teenagers you don't want to let grow up. But okay. Another thing. You keep speaking on me gay. You keep doing interviews and I don't say nothing, right? The first ever interview you did, you said you found out I was gay, that I like girls and I had a girlfriend from a picture that went viral. That was a lie. I let that slide. I never addressed it. You found out I was gay a year before that. The incident happened in Jamaica when I was a gay B-word, when you called me a gay B-word. So if the world really knew all the things and the hurtful things you told me before, and I forgave you, you wouldn't even understand. And no matter how you feel, at the end of the day,
That
Nigga,
they
I'm your
gon'
blood.
end. I'm just joking. Let me be for real.
I am your daughter.
I'm gonna try not to get too passionate in this reaction because y'all know I already should know how I feel about this. But if not, I'm gonna tell you.
And me, I feel like I done been through the most with you.
Just breathe. She trying to process
every
it.
time-
She trying so hard not to be disrespectful to him, and I don't think I told y'all, but I already kind of watched through this. I don't remember exactly what she's saying, so. But it isn't a 100% blind reaction. But even throughout this, she never disrespects him. But this becomes an issue when the child becomes the parent. And when I say that, it's not like she's taking care of Boosie, but when I mean in a mentality, in a evolving of a mental state. But you'll see. Just keep listening to her.
I turn around, it's like you bashed me. It's like you bashed me. And it's like the whole world can go against you, but Ivy won't. Since I've been a little girl, I never would go against you. And I think I'm really fed up. And you get to talking about
Like I said, I'm fed up for her.
God. Like, I don't know my God.
Talk about it.
He talking about God and how I grew up. I know my God from Nita. From my mama. My mama sent me scriptures every morning. My mama put me in the church home. I don't recall not one time I'm ever getting up with you and you taking me to the Lord's house. I don't never recall it. I didn't learn that from you. I learned to hustle from you. I learned to not let nobody play with me from you, even if it's you.
Hey, she said something then, did she? Even if it's you at the end of the day. And that's another point too to be made. The first point really, I think, that I've heard her make. She makes several points throughout this whole Instagram live or Instagram post that she made. But the whole emphasis on why is it always the people who crack their Bible open the least who want to advocate and speak and spew hatred and homophobic views based in Christianity that they really know nothing about? And let's speak directly on Boosie. I have some things we're going to play at the end of this once we get through it. But Boosie is the last person to talk about morals and ethics and how that would line up in a judgment day in front of God if we're basing it in Christian beliefs, right? We all got to be judged one day, right? So I just don't understand how people like Boosie are people who, again, barely see the doors of a church or even forget it, because you don't have to go to the brick and mortar building. I am an advocate of finding, like she said, my God, and not several idols before people try to come twist and misconstrue what I'm trying to say, but finding God and knowing God for yourself, because you can grow and you can learn, Boosie, a certain way, but it's up to you as an individual, us as individuals, to learn for ourselves and seek ye God for ourselves. Let me not get too preachy in here, but at the end of the day, God is not what other people says he is. Spirit is not what other people say it is. It's what you seek and develop a relationship and walk with in your daily practice on your own. But come on, let's keep going.
You get what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I never downplayed you. I never said you was a bad father, because you not.
Hey, I might beg a little
You
different
gonna
there.
make sure your kids straight. You always gonna do that.
And I want to say to that, nature and like nurture is the The two things you automatically get or hopefully would get if your parents choose to keep you, if you're not put up for adoption or, can I say aborted? On here without being shadow banned. I hope I'm further enough in the video. That is the bare minimum. Parents taking care of their kids, that's what you're supposed to do. You shouldn't get rewards or cookies like when men say they're babysitting their kid. Dude, you're not babysitting your kid. You're watching your son. You're watching your daughter. You don't get paid for this. This isn't a job for you. It's a job, but it's a responsibility that you don't, again, this is what you signed up for. Like, this is your contractual obligation. What? But I get her point, but still, we don't give people cookies just for keeping you alive. That's what you're supposed to do. But raising me with love and pouring into me and actually uplifting me, that's also your job too. And when a lot of parents stop at, I put food on the table, but you disrespected me, you cussed me out, you locked me in rooms, you neglected me for others, men included, women included. I never saw you, never got things for holidays, watched you splurge on yourself. Let me not bring my trauma into this. That's sad. Parental guidance is more than shelter, clothes, and food.
But emotionally, mentally, you suck.
You suck.
You suck, bro.
You suck.
And I know you suck with that because you rather go to the internet and have a conversation with the internet about your kids before you come to us and have that conversation. He done did about 6-7 interviews about me being gay, right? He never not have one sit down with me, myself, just him and Aviana, and ask me why you became that way, Fat. What triggered you? It never been that. Every question y'all asking him, and he giving y'all them answers. If I go ask him that, he wouldn't give me an answer.
I'm sorry to keep interrupting, but this is a very important topic. I didn't say that in the beginning of the video. Obviously, most of you guys know me from music-related content. If you've been here before, if you haven't, welcome. I'm also doing, again, I have done before, pop culture-related topics and things that I find important to pushing the culture or just us all as a generation, the current generation forward. And again, like, this could very much be true for her. What is my point here? It could be things that have triggered her to, how do I say this? I don't think nothing has to happen to you. That's a stigma, right? God, that needs to be broken. The question of, oh, what happened to you? Were you touched as a child? What man broke your heart? Oh, you're just not cute enough. Or the whole concept of you're too cute to be gay. Films, if you don't know what that is, a feminine presenting woman. Oh, you don't look gay. What does gay look like? And that's what I'm saying. Let's break the stereotypes. You don't have to have horrible things to happen to you for that to be associated with your sexuality. And I would hope that's something that as she grows and evolves, she can learn for herself and heal from said traumas, realize what your relationship may be with men. That's not to say that she's been touched before, but again, it's always implied that something has happened to you in relationship with men that turned you off from them. But again, identify that for yourself. Me personally, I have no problem with men. I can never, from a physical standpoint, but I can never date a man. The mental space and position that you have to hold and the dynamic of man and woman in companionship is not the role that Chrshy plays. And that's something I'm okay with, but that's something I had to live and learn from also being taught mentalities like what she's saying, like having your own experiences and saying, well, is this the reason? No. I am who I am because this is my identity. Not only is it a choice, but it's also not a choice. It's literally my existence. And for straight people, are you choosing to be straight? Again, now, I don't want to over-articulate here because this is not my lane necessarily. I can advocate because I'm a part of the community, but do your own research. Do your own research.
You know what I'm saying? He don't the things that he do, bruh, I would have never thought he would do. And it's like, I came to the point to where yesterday, it just really did it to me. Because I'm like, bro, I would always not say something because I would feel like I'm not finna get on here and disrespect my pops. I'm not finna get on here and go against the grain and go against my daddy. Nobody finna make me do that. But it's like, you making me do that. They not even making me do that. You making me do that, nigga, because you steady speaking on me. You steady, like, I would respect if you just say, just one time, just say, my daughter know how I feel about that. Can we move on to the next question? I can never get that from you. If y'all go look at my interview.
And I would say stop speaking on it, but again, like, Boosie's always been overly vocal about this. And honestly, show your true colors. Tell who you are. Because that whole concept of you're entitled to your opinion, that's BS to me. If you want to call it what I really want to call it, Boosie up.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. That's what Boosie need to do. Stop the cap. My bad. I didn't mean to push that trigger, but that was probably me needing to not call him some of the names I was finna call him. But at the end of the day, like, bro, you don't have to speak about it. But on the top of that, you need to go get more knowledge. It's people like Boosie that have a mentality of, again, this is what I know. This is all I've been taught. But that's why you learn and you unlearn and you relearn and you evolve. And that's kind of the point I was making earlier, where your kids begin to outgrow you at a certain point, knowledge-wise. And if you refuse to keep up, that's a you problem, not what the projections you put on me.
Y'all will see. Anytime they try to make it like my daddy don't fuck with me or he this and that, I say he love me regardless. This my pops. I ain't going against him. Y'all ain't gonna turn me against him. I always stood on it. And it's like, I feel like you just don't be caring. You just don't care about my feelings no more. You just don't care about my heart. Because you're entitled to feel how you feel. You're entitled to your own opinion. Everybody is. Everybody is. And then another thing, I take a lot of backlash from you. I take a lot of backlash from you, Pops. Like a lot of people be scared to work with me. A lot of people don't want to work with me. A lot of opportunities have been missed. Because you are my father. But that's something I can't change. You know what I'm saying? So I don't go around like, I don't fuck with that nigga anyway. Because he don't fuck with me. I don't do that just so I can get on. You know what I'm saying? And with this music shit, if you broadcast my music the way you broadcast me being gay, maybe I'll be further than what I am. And but you so worried about me being gay, you can't even see my true talent.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's so whack. Like, Boosie and T.I. was just at King, and what's Boosie's son that's after Ivy? I forget his name. But again, one of their video shoots where they're telling them to put down weapons in a music video. And it's just like one of those things where the ones that, again, help you raise your kids, the ones that been through the most with you, meaning the oldest kid, usually the firstborn, it's the one that you choose to put through the most hell and disrespect the most. But newsflash, parents, you can also be disrespectful to your kids. So don't be surprised when whatever the relationship dynamic is between you and them once they become adults is what it is, because it's the relationship you created and nourished. It's the product of whatever you created and nourished. Always remember that. But it's just like she said, why not be a support system instead of bashing her and tearing her down? Again, we know about Boosie and his whole perspective on homosexuality because he was tearing down Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union for supporting their daughter. When in crazy timeline of things, your daughter then comes out. Could this not be your life lesson, Boosie, to then learn, educate yourself, and become an ally? How crazy would that story be if Boosie was transformed and educated in his perspective and then became an ally to the community? But people choose to be stubborn and stuck in their ways and continue to do hurt and harm before they live and come from a space of love and acceptance. But now you want to bring God up. Okay.
We're always talking about, I know your dad is so proud of you. He should be so proud of you and all that. Man, I don't remember the last time he told me that. I don't remember the last time I got that from him.
Whack. Just whack.
And I'm always grateful. It don't matter what he gives me. It don't matter. And I barely even ask him for something. That's why I want my own so bad. That's why I'm hosting the debut. That's why I'm trying to do little features. That's why I'm doing little interviews, because I want my own. I want my own, and he know that. He know that, bro.
Right, it's always the first
like,
one.
that don't make no sense. I pay for most of my videos. I pay for most of this.
Else.
You're not doing nothing. You're not supporting me like you should. And I don't hold that against you. I don't hold that against you. I still love you. I still don't downplay you, talk about you. But I'm tired of sparing. I'm tired of sparing, and I'm tired of just feeling like I'm just letting you play with me because you my pops. I'm tired of feeling like that.
Facts.
And I love you regardless. I'm always going to love you. But it's no way I'm finna keep letting you speak on me, and I'm not going to speak on you.
Facts.
There's no way I can't do that. And
Respect.
For the people that do support me
respect
and do know Ivy, I appreciate you. With everything in my heart, I appreciate y'all for allowing me to just be myself, express myself through this music, through YouTube channels, anything I want to do. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up because the haters, like, that's something I can be used to. Like, they don't know me. They can comment on my life and do what they want. That's something that I can't let get me upset. You though, like, you know me. You my daddy.
Crazy.
You don't continue to down me. You don't do that. You don't do that, especially if I ain't never do it to you. I ain't never done that to you. It's certain things that the world would never know that I'll take to my grave for you, and you know that. You know that. It's certain things that I know, certain conversations that you done told me, certain hurtful words you done told me that half of the people that still respect you wouldn't even respect you.
Now that part, when it came down to some of the criminal activity or different things she probably seen or he been a part of, I could care less, honestly. But when it come down to the stuff and disrespectful stuff he said or done to her, put it on the table. Put it out there at the end of the day. Like, I have always said, people who support Boosie to the core, his core fan base, and that's anybody with a core fan base, they're going to support them no matter what. They're going to justify their behaviors no matter what. But show the world who people really are. And people want to hide behind doors and tell half-truths and not really be. No, show your true colors. Be who you really are. But I guarantee you, to Boosie in this dynamic, he will regret ruining the relationship between him and his daughter. The one, again, who's been there for him, how talented she is, especially as someone following in his footsteps. You would think he would guide and nurture her, but having to emphasize getting it on her own, he can never take credit for her success. And kudos to her for that, because of the hill he want to die on is being her opposition and not her father, her ally. Then let him stand in that.
You know this, bro. But I'm really kind of disappointed that I had to come on here and do this, and I let it get to me like this. But, bro, I feel like this is the only way I can feel better. And y'all probably say, why you don't call him, why you don't go to him, why he don't call me and come to me.
Facts.
Why he don't do me that? So, with that being said, that'll be my last time speaking on it. As long as it's his last time speaking on it. And it probably won't be. I'll just put this. I use my music to vent. And if y'all would have been listening, y'all would have been hearing little things in my music. Because that's what I use to vent. Fire. That's what I use to cope. So in October, I drop a new project. Y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to me and Jordan YouTube channel. Ivy and Jordan. And
I think that's her and her girlfriend
channel. I pray that everybody just keep being them. Be you.
Be
because you. And at the end of the day, everybody is human. You human, I'm human, and he human too, if he don't know it. So
That's shots fired too.
yeah. Damn, I'm back on the contaminating, because why would you even say that? Like,
Facts though.
like, you make it sound like I'm like ill or something. Like, nigga, what? Like, contaminating. If anything, you're contaminating. How about that? You got a whole song about two girls kissing in the backseat. You've been performing this since I was about 3-4 years old. So what you talking about? You still perform it on the stage now. If that ain't contaminating, then what is?
Hey, first of all, I want to say in regards to that last point that she just made, him talking about contaminated, that's beyond just her. That's our whole community. So I'll show y'all what's contaminated when it comes down to Boosie Badass. But at the end of the day, also him having lyrics in regards to homosexuality amongst women is not surprising, especially, again, if men can benefit from it, they usually are somehow allies in that moment, right? Like, it's the craziest, most hypocritical thing ever. But before we get out of here, let's look at her captions, what she had to say. It reads, I'm completely fed up with holding my tongue. Hashtag I'm human too. New tape in October 100. SMH. Papa Smurf. I guess that's what she called Boosie. You can feel how you feel. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, but every chance you get, you will not just bash me. It's not about you accepting it because I don't need you to. I'm grown. Facts. It can be you simply don't like it and move on. You always rude 100. You love you always. Basically, I feel like this is her just, again, crying out to her dad and saying at the end of the day, I'm still your kid. So you doing all this extra stuff online is crazy and high-key disrespectful. But we want to talk about contaminated. Before we get out of here, I got a few points I want to make. Boosie is calling his child contaminated, but comments in regards to Diddy getting arrested, tweets like this isn't contaminated. Boosie says on X, aka Twitter, I feel Diddy in jail was basically doing what every other famous entertainer has done. Quote, flew bitches, can I say that? Flew out for threesomes. He just freakier. What in the world? We actually go call women. First of all, the grammar here. I think he's trying to say we actually are going to call women prostitutes who fly and willingly to be with their partner for sex. If that's the case, if you've been flued out and you had sex, you should be labeled a prostitute. I got so many bleeps here. This man just, again, no formality at all. If that's the case, that's 80% of women reading this. This just throw a straight disrespectfulity in there too. And trafficking, hashtag, no, you're a celebrity. You gotta flop in. How else you gotta get the in? This man is ignorant. You're never in one place. When I saw that video, I was pissed off at that. Like, he really got a problem. I think he might be talking about the video with Cassie. But facing life in prison for doing basically what so many other entertainers have done, I disagree. Boosie, thank you for telling us how you genuinely feel. But he's not done, guys. He's not done. And again, thank you for letting us know that you think 80% of women are prostitutes. And that if you ever been flued out, you were too. Like, just where's the respect for women? Contaminated would be that level of mentality for you to tweet these such things. But hold on, Boosie ain't finished. Hold on. And then he goes on to say, I'm starting to feel like trafficking, charges for flying bitches, and for threesomes, can I say that, will be a tool used to take down hip-hop artists and celebrities. Yeah, dang right, Boosie. Congratulations. That's the one thing you got right. But thank you for putting yourself next in line, for pushing yourself on further up on the agenda of sending you back. The what? We screen free Boosie. Now at this point, I ain't never wishing somebody to go back to jail, but boy, do you need, the rehabilitation did not work. it don't give you as much nothing changed. We seen Gucci get out, then we seen Boosie get out, and polar opposite results. Not saying Gucci perfect. No, Gucci got his things going on, but at the end of the day, this is crazy. Anyway, back to it. Let's finish this out and get out of here. Just think about it. Who flying their yeahs? You a 40, 50-year-old man saying, yeah, I digress. And to turn up. Who always in a different city and gotta fly to them? Who ain't tripping and go give they partner a little change? And he trying to say tricking. Gay terminology, by the way, but hey, that's a whole nother conversation. Straight people use so much gay lingo nowadays. Newsflash, straight men, it did not come from straight women. Newsflash, straight women, you did not create it. Go ahead and get that back to the ballroom. Go ahead and get that back to the gays, because it's giving. Y'all are stealing a lot of our slang. Anywho, who ain't tripping, tricking, and gonna give they partner a little change? They think about it. This real. If you fly a chick and y'all turn up and you give her a little change so she straight when she go home, that's trafficking? Hashtag rappers, athletes, D-boys, politicians. Be careful who you flying in. You know what? Clap it up for Boosie. Educated Boosie. You know what? All jokes aside, though, I just wanted to show y'all that at the end. And before we get out of here, while there's people who can spew ignorance, know there's also information online where you can educate yourself as well. There's this documentary that is out and not out. You have to actually purchase it from their website in order to watch it. I think it's like $12.99. And they're looking to kind of get bought, or is that what it's called, picked up when they can actually be in main theater. But it is called 1946, the movie. Literally, the mistranslation that shifted culture is a 2022 documentary film that exposes the origin of the anti-gay movement in the United States and its connection to a Bible mistranslation in 1946. The film features the research of Kathy Bodak, an LGBTQIA+ activist, and Ed Oxford, an LGBTQIA+ theologian. The film also includes commentary from scholars and pastors, as well as the personal stories of the film's creators. A quick synopsis. 1946 is a feature documentary that follows the story of tireless researchers who trace the origin of the anti-gay movement amongst Christians to a grave mistranslation of the Bible in 1946. And like I said, this is a documentary that basically, if that made no sense to you, breaks down how the word homosexuality was never even in the Bible. Educate yourself, people. As Black people, African Americans, especially here in the United States, you should know your history and how the Bible even got put in your hand. How do we go from not being able to read, having to sneak to learn how to read, to them giving us Bibles and it not being a tool of further manipulation? But before I get shadow banned, I'm going to get out of here and y'all let me know what y'all think. Again, feel free to speak however you want in the comments, but I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to change my views or really hear you try to advocate for your side. If you're passionate about anything opposite of what I said, it's a free country, but go somewhere else with that. Keep that comment to yourself. And again, go heal and find a place in yourself to figure out why you choose to continue to be ignorant and uneducated. I'm going to leave that at that. Because again, this is a conversation where really it's not our job to educate people, but again, in platforms like mine, I don't mind using it to do so for those who are willing to be open and actually hear from someone. Sometimes you don't know what questions to ask or maybe scared to ask, but for the ignorant people, I ain't got no time for that. No ignorance in my comments, but if we have a conversation that we want to further from this discussion, please let's do it. Also support Ivy and her music, like she said, and her channels, from a couple channels to her music as well. I'll be doing some reactions, and if you enjoyed this video, I hope you like this one as well. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.